Okay, this is Mike Farley. We're in Dallas, Texas tonight. We have an amazing project. I'm going to try to describe it briefly, even though it took a year and a half to build it. So this upper terrace, the big thing was keep the oaks alive. And this was all masonry up here before. We wanted a more organic feel for this whole project. And so we came in with this turf terrace, which works fabulous for large gatherings and people to play around on. So then we transitioned very smooth curve here, coming from the architecture to the organic. We come down 24 inches to this upper terrace. This is 2 feet higher than the yard used to be. So we had to pick everything up here, and basically we worked with this one particular tree over here with the elevation of that to make everything work, because we wanted to raise the pool up so we could get a vanishing edge effect going into the second pool, which we'll get to in a little bit. So lots of organic materials in here. We came in with a really nice tanning ledge. Now, stepping down 24 inches, you don't have to step down 24 inches to get into the spa, because you can come out here on the turf and just walk right into the spa. Now, this spa is very different than your normal spa. So the first thing about it is it's got boulders all around it, which boulders are uncomfortable to sit back against. So what we did here is we came in with essence, basically a tanning ledge all the way around the spa. And what this allows us to do is move the boulders in and out of the space, and so you're not leaning back against the boulders, so it gives it a more organic feel. The other thing that it does is allows your dogs to walk around you when you're sitting in your spa. I know this from personal situations. So I'm not a spa guy. So here's where I sit. I sit on the rock with my feet in the water and interact with everybody here. This is a great spa for interaction, because here's what happens. There are other people who will sit on this top step because they get kind of hot, and they'll put their feet on the bench. And then there'll be people that sit on the bench and put their feet in the well. And so what'll happen is you'll get 8 to 10 people very comfortably sitting on the bench, but you can get 25 people in this space. So if you want to have the spa where everybody comes and hangs out, this is the spa to have, because you can have lots of people hanging out in this situation and interacting. It's a great thing. So we came in with a little waterfall on the back here that spills in. It's a tile weir here. A lot of people are like, that's not very organic looking. Why did you do that? Well, you can't get the water to run smoothly across all these boulders, and we wanted it to run smooth across all these boulders and create this great waterfall all the way across here. That was the only way it was going to work. So now on the back side here, we have this stepping stone path to one of the cool features in the yard. Let's go take a look. This is the path to all the fun. So the path over here comes up, and we got this really cool fire feature here. And what happens is we come and we walk up here. Now we're 6 feet up above the pool to the slide. So this is a really good ride. You got to check this out. So come up here, you slide down the slide. Now the lower pool's 2 feet lower than the upper pool, so you're dropping it basically 8 feet from the slide. Now to make all this work, we had to build a retaining wall over here on this side. So this side property line wall was all masonry, so we could lift all this elevation up in here to make this work and make it feel like it's part of a setting. Underneath the slide right here, we have a grotto. We'll have to show you that in another video, because it's really cool down in that space. And then we got the great waterfalls. So we wanted a particular color rock. The problem is we couldn't find it. So we looked all over. Finally, up near Aspen in Colorado, we found the rock. It's got gray tones in it. It's got some earth tones in it. So it blends nicely with the travertine that we've got going on here for the decking as well. But it's a really nice rock. It's very dense, it's very heavy, but granite boulders. So we use that all the way around the edges of the pool. We got some nice organic areas. We came in with some turf to kind of soften things up, because we didn't want this to all be paving. Got the great fire pit going. And then let's go check out the bar. So here, we wanted to transition down easily and again have a lot of people to gather, so the steps go all the way across this. So it's very comfortable for people to be sitting on the steps, eating, people walking up and down. So we've got a nice island here so people can congregate on both sides of the island. On this side of the island, we have nice storage that's been placed. We've got the grill over here. We've got the big green egg behind us. So this is really nice because we can come in with drinks because we have the bar stools. So we have a swim up bar here. We've got the 5 bar stools coming across. These are the preem seats of the house. You're underneath the shade. The shade structure also has a polygal on top of that. You'll have to check another video out about that, on how that works and giving us protection. But here you can interact with people sitting at the bar. The people can interact with the people at the bar that are eating. But we've got this great backdrop here of all these waterfalls going on from the spa, from the grotto, the waterfalls going all the way across, which we're also helping screen the slide. Now you got to realize, I'm impatient. This job just got finished, and so the plantings just now are planted. So in another year or so, you won't even see the slide coming out there. The vines will grow up all over the rock by the grotto. It's going to be tremendous. We'll come back and show you what it looks like later. Oh, we've got a sink built in here. So ice storage along with your fridge. So you want your cold stuff here right by where the people are at the bars so you can serve them well. So now we're on the elevation of the lower pool. So let's go check that out. So this is one of the cool features of the whole backyard. So across the whole weir here is basically a waterfall. So it's a spectacular waterfall. As we come in, we had to build a big ledge. We'll have to show you in details later on how we built this big ledge to set all these rocks on. And again, the tile goes across so we can get a clean line. We poked a few little boulders up above it so it looked a little bit more organic from an appearance standpoint. But basically, all the water is now cascading down into the lower pool. It's about a 3-foot drop down to the water line from the upper pool. Now this was all recreation. This was set up for volleyball. Okay, this was set up for diving in the slides. So this is 8.5 feet deep down here. So you can jump in very safely. It's set up with another tanning ledge down here. Also, we have it sleeved for volleyball. We'll show you the picture. It actually was there a few minutes ago. So the basketball net goes down here. So this is a big shower area. You can play basketball. They slide over here and then they get out and then go around. Now, there's a secret stairway over by the slide and the bench in the corner so you can walk up and walk across the top of the boulders to get over to the slide. So that's one way to do it. So we wanted a big lawn area still, lots of landscaping. So in the back here, we've got the lawn and it basically comes up to the boulders itself. So it looks like this was, cropped up out of the meadow. We've got the natural boulders going here. We've got fire down here as well, which gives us a great visual when we're standing up at the house looking across the vanishing edge down into the lawn area itself. So this is a spectacular view looking back at this whole thing. And so they wanted a place that they can enjoy it from. So the thought was we also wanted some privacy from the neighbors. So we needed a little bit of retaining back here to screen off the neighbors behind. So this looks like it's just a little planting seat wall, but let me show you the secret behind it all. So fire pit's down here, so you can come down here in the evening if you want solitude. The big party's going on with all the kids. Parents want to get away somewhere. So we've got a really cool patio down here where we can sit and we can look back at everything. Of course, you're looking into the sun, so it doesn't work right now. But we've got the fire pit. We came in with the raised planter so we can use that for some seating. And then basically we've got the wall here. Well, you can see the neighbor's pool's right down there. And so this gives us privacy from them. And it doesn't look like it's that much, but come here, look. So we've got to step down here. And you see this screen wall down here is quite significant. So almost 8 feet tall. We've got the drainage canal that runs back through here. So anyway, got a spectacular property, lots of things going on. Of course, there's a full greenhouse here too, which we're not going to get into, but lots of things to enjoy, lots of things to play on. Basically a great place to hang out with family and friends. So hopefully that's been helpful. If it is, pass it on to your friends, give us a thumbs up. And if you got questions, let us know. If you're in Dallas-Fort Worth and you want something amazing, give us a call, we'll help you out. If not, in Dallas-Fort Worth, that's why we make the videos for you. So I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Oh, one last thing. Poolside Perspective Podcast has all kinds of things about projects and why we do things and how to do things. Because if you're in an area that don't you have great designers, you get just average designers at your house, you don't know the questions to ask, all that stuff's there available for you to check out. So check out Poolside Perspective Podcast with me and Trey and Kevin. We'll talk to you later.
you.